What I want to do is to take this idea that I have and kind of force it into your head. Now you think, I'm just going to talk about this. I'm just going to talk about this thing that I created because I want you to pay me money. I want you to sign up for it. This is all self-serving. Yes, it is all self-serving because that's the idea. You should be self-serving. When you take piano lessons with a teacher, this teacher is going to be an encouraging presence, and a nurturing presence in your life. They're going to believe in you, and they're going to meet you where you're at. They're going to empathize with you. The problem is that nothing gets done when you do it that way. What makes this program different is that I'm trying to force you to do work. I want to force it because you're not doing it on your own. See, if you were doing it on your own, then you wouldn't be looking to a piano teacher to help you. So, yeah, I respect you as a human being. You know, I can empathize with you in private. It's my own personal thing. Like, I'll do that. You know, I'll type notes about you. But when I'm communicating with you, there will be no empathy. There will be no understanding. There will be no compassion. There will be no working with you. Because my job is to create a framework, a box. And my job is to defend that box, to defend that territory, to defend this space, the environment. Because learning happens in an environment. So you're not doing any work right now. You're just sitting on Instagram. Just oh, Instagram, yeah. Well, that looks good. Oh, that looks... And then you go to the next one. You're like, oh, that's stupid. Just keep going. And that's how it works. And I don't have a problem with that. I do that too. Every morning when I wake up, that's what I'm doing. And it's been that way for almost 4 years. So let's just take that and we'll just put that to one side. Because that's okay. That's human nature. You can't fight that. You can't fight the fact that you're looking for instant gratification, instantaneous rewards. But see, if you want to learn a skill, you want to actually progress at something, it means that you have to change who you are. Whatever you are right now, that zombie that wakes up in the morning and just scrolls social media, looking for a hit of pleasure, that being, that organism, needs to be reprogrammed. That's a painful process, and I'm here to inflict that pain on you. Someone's got to do it. It's not pleasant for me. Because when you inflict pain on another human being, they tend to fight back. People don't appreciate that. That's okay. You don't have to appreciate it. You just have to pay the money. $350. Those are my demands. It's a 2-week program. This is a one-on-one program on Instagram. We communicate back and forth, the two of us. I give you assignments. Generally speaking, these assignments are due in 24 hours. If you don't do them, if you miss one, if you're late, then I kick you out. And I keep your money. Because I want you to suffer. Now, I'm presuming that $350, if you were to lose $350, that would cause pain. If I lost $350, that would cause me a lot of pain. Maybe you're a millionaire. Maybe $350 is nothing to you. If that's the case, then you need to let me know. Because I need to charge you more money. Because it has to hurt. That's the whole point. So you're voluntarily subjecting yourself to pain. Because you see, it's not a teacher that teaches you how to learn. It's your environment that causes learning. When you're in the environment, then you learn. You adapt to the environment. And if the environment consists of sitting there and scrolling Instagram, looking for the next shiny object, then you're going to get good at that. If the environment consists of difficult piano exercises, you're going to get good at those. Now you say exercises. Michael, what is this? We're going to the gym? What do you mean exercises? I just wanted to play some tunes on the piano. Yeah, well, a tune is an exercise. See, when I use the word exercise, I'm referring to a very specific thing that you do. As specific instructions, it's a step-by-step procedure. You do those, and that's an exercise, okay? It could be something that makes no sense to you. It could be something that sounds like a song. Maybe it doesn't sound like a song. Maybe it's hard to do. Maybe it's easy to do. Maybe it's really uncomfortable. Maybe it's emotionally uncomfortable for you. Well, that's the point. It should be. Because you're not going to learn anything unless you go through discomfort. See, the point of this is accountability. You could just sort of learn piano on your own, and that's fine. See, I learn things on my own all the time. I have nothing against that. When I put scare quotes there, I'm not trying to say you can't learn piano on your own. Of course you can. But I know a lot of what goes on. What gets passed off as learning. It's not learning. You're just dicking around on YouTube. I know what you're doing. I've seen your search history. It's not pretty. Maybe you say this is just satire. This is not satire. Okay. See, there's the problem right there. Because to you, it's all just fun and games. To me, this is not fun and games. To me, this is life and death. You're saying, Michael, I need accountability. Okay? So I'm offering you accountability. Accountability means that you fuck up and you get consequences as a result. You are accountable. It's not going to be fun. So I'm going to put pressure on you. See, I'm presuming that you have some experience with piano, that you're not a total beginner. Because if you're a total beginner, you probably don't see the value in something like this. If you have some experience and you've tried it, you spent a week on it, you've spent a year on it, 10 years, you've had some experience and you've gotten to a point where you say, I see, this is actually a little difficult. Either I'm going to have a teacher, find a different way of practicing, I'm going to have to drum up some more discipline and dedication. I'm just going to have to put more hours into it. So you've gotten to that point where you see that you're stuck somewhere. You're at the point where you're like, I want help with this. I think I could benefit from help. I think I could benefit from somebody else, a professional. And so that's what I'm making myself available for. You pay the money, and I give you the help. I will spend time with you. I'll deal with your bullshit. That's what I'm here for. It's my gift to you in exchange for the money. And when I say gift, I really mean a gift. Because dealing with bullshit is not fun. So I'm trying to make it fun for my own sanity. But you guys have a lot of bullshit. And I'm speaking generically. I'm not speaking to you specifically when I say that. Because I'll let you deal with that on your own. I'll let you decide what bullshit you want to bring to the table and what you want to leave at home. It's really none of my business. My business is just to sit here, create the box, create an environment for learning. An environment where you can play like a sandbox, like you're a little kid, and you can just make mistakes. And then I'm there to set you straight. I'm there to keep you in line. See, I wish I had somebody to do that for me. I've had people do that. It's a valuable service. I wish I had that when I was a kid. Never had that. This is Piano Boot Camp I'm talking about. This is a one-on-one piano lesson program that takes place online. Now when I say online, this is not over Zoom, this is not over Skype, this is not over Google Meet, this is not on any kind of video chat. This is over direct message on Instagram, because I value my time and my sanity above all. And as a public figure, sanity is a scarce resource for me. Because I'm not accustomed to this. It's like Britney Spears. I don't know how she deals with it. I don't know how she keeps her sanity. See, I relate to Britney. I know what she goes through. I don't know how she deals with that because she has way more attention than I do. So hats off to her. So you say, Michael, can't you just be an encouraging teacher? Can't you just be like a nice guy? Can't you just forgive your enemies? No, I cannot forgive my enemies. See, you don't get how this works. See, enemies must be destroyed. Michael, that's violence. That's hate speech. It's a violation of the community guidelines. Look, if you want to kick me off Instagram, I'll go somewhere else. If you want to learn something, you want to actually change yourself, it's called ego death. Your ego must be destroyed. See, the ego is what is stopping you. Because you have these attachments to a personality, this character that you've created. Michael, what? This sounds crazy. What does this have to do with piano? I can't explain every little thing to you. You have to understand it. Like you have to meet me halfway. Because you're the one with the ego attachment. Michael, don't you have an ego attachment too? Aren't you just sitting here saying that you're a bad guy? Saying that you're just going to be a mean, evil coach who just wants to make his students suffer? Isn't that an attachment you have? It's a risk I'm taking. It's a gamble. I'm willing to take that on because maybe it'll get me money. You know, you got to do something for money. And you're doing the same thing. Presumably you're getting money from somewhere. I mean, I don't know where else you get the money to give me. But you had to play a part. You had to play a role. You had to be a character in order to get that money. And if you mess that up, if you're way out of character, then the money's not going to come. Whoever gave you that money is doing it because they're trying to, they like that character and they want to encourage that character. So like if you hijack an airplane, not like a 9/11 kind of situation, like let's say you're doing it for ransom, $1 million, and I'll let the hostages go. And let's say somebody gives you $1 million. They actually find $1 million and put it in a briefcase and leave it outside the airplane. See, they are encouraging that character. That hijacker is to them something that's worth $1 million. Go figure. Why? Why is it worth $1 million? You want people to hijack airplanes and hold hostages. You're willing to pay them $1 million to do that. That's how valuable that service is to you. It's similar with me. Okay, I'm asking you for $350, and in exchange, I'll let the hostages go. The problem with encouraging teachers is that under the surface, every one of them is like they're right on the edge of just, I spend my whole life helping, and nobody ever gives me anything in return. That's not 100% true. I know some really encouraging people. It's just not my style. I'm more direct. I like things to be, you want to actually make progress in 24 hours? Okay. Because I'm a meditator. So this all comes from meditation. Meditate? What? What does meditation have to do with piano? Well, welcome to my world. This is the world that I've created. This is not your world. This is not the world of piano on YouTube or on Instagram. This is not pianogram. You're in my world because I'm a creator and I've created this world. See, when you're an artist, you create worlds. That's the point. An artist says, this reality, current reality that we're in here, is not good enough. I want a different reality. That's art, including piano. That's what a musician does. That's what an actor does on camera. That's what a salesman does. That's what a coach does. Creates worlds. That is art. And that is not an easy thing to do because there's consequences. When you create something, you have to deal with that and you have to defend it. In meditation, you're very direct with it. You say, I'm going to sit here and every sensation that arises is going to be observed and it's going to be allowed to pass away on its own. And you can count them. You can count sensations. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just count them. I have a clicker somewhere, and I've done this with the clicker. I don't know where it is. And you can just count and let them go. And so the meditation it's not just like a long stretch of time where we're going to just relax and chill out. The meditation becomes a concrete step by step, like you're playing a video game. You're shooting monsters, slashing a sword, one after the other. And so in a given 24-hour period, there's a certain finite amount of time, and there's a certain number of actions that you could perform in that time. If I told you you're going to spend 20 minutes doing push-ups, you could do a certain number of push-ups in 20 minutes. If you were me, you might get through 10, 15, I don't know. But same thing with piano. There's a certain finite number of steps, finite number of reps that you can perform. And so that's what we're aiming for here. I'm not trying to get you to feel good. I'm not trying to get you to change who you are over a long period of time. Every single step is what makes a difference. If you want to get somewhere far away, you have to take one step at a time. So I only focus on one step at a time. And does that mean that I lack compassion? Does it mean that I lack empathy because I don't care about you, the character? Maybe. Come on. Let's be real here. Who you are right now is broken. It's just broken. So you need to change that. And that's your business. It's not my business. My business is just to create that box and defend the box for a limited frame of time. What you do with that is your business. My job is to make you suffer for a short period of time just so that you get a little bit more flexibility. And we're not doing this live. I'm not going to be staring at you like this. I'm just going to text you. I can make you hate yourself just through printed words. It's easy.